Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Collector Cave and another Collector Minute. Thanks for watching. And just wanted to jump in and hope everybody had a happy, safe Halloween. Just going, out for my usual walk with my dog this morning, which is where I tend to make some of these videos with a couple extra minutes. So a couple things are I will be doing some new video reviews very soon. One of which will be a Hot Toys Darth Vader. Let's see, I think it's the Empire Strikes Back edition. Yes, that's right. Yep. So I got that coming very soon. Another one coming soon will be the Sideshow exclusive Ghost Rider figure, the classic Ghost Rider edition. That's a 350 piece release, and so I picked that up. I couldn't resist. If anybody knows where I might be able to get a 1/6 scale black motorcycle for less than $100, let me know. You can put it in the comments below. Just curious because, I'd like to try to find a bike for him if possible. Not required, but it'd be nice for a display to have a bike. I did find something off of eBay. It's sort of a reproduction of the Hot Toys Ghost Rider bike from the Nicolas Cage film, which is a pretty cool bike, but I'm really, I don't want to pay $110 for it. So that's not happening. And other things, finished watching Daredevil. That was awesome. I have to say that is just an absolutely spectacular show. They have done everything well on that show. It's a shame that they've had to cancel Iron Fist and Luke Cage rather. I'm talking about Ghost Rider, and I have Nicolas Cage on the brain. But it's a shame they had to cancel it. However, I can understand why. There's so much potential for the Iron Fist show, and they did it all wrong. The casting is terrible, except for Ward and Colleen. Those are the two best characters and the two best actors. Finn Jones is a good actor, just very dry, and they don't give him a lot to work with. The guy that played Davos was just annoying. I'm sure he's a good actor, but the character for the show is all wrong, I think, in my opinion. And it's just, they didn't do a good job. So whatever decisions they made for casting really are very regrettable, because now they've canceled the show, and it's a shame. They should be continuing it, but it's missing the martial arts end of things. It's supposed to be this martial arts bonanza of a show. Iron Fist is the martial arts master, but there's no, the martial arts are just terrible. The choreography is weak, the scenes are weak, the ending of the season was the best part. Now, the season was significantly better than the first, so I do give it that. It was significantly better than the first season, so I will give it that. They made a lot of improvements. Still not great, but they did make a lot of improvements. So I'm willing to, watch. I'd probably watch it again, just to watch it again. But I think they should give it another chance before, packing it in. Same with Luke Cage. They really did a bad job with it. Just doesn't make any sense. The show was weak. The actor's great, but the show is very weak. It doesn't do the character any justice. And I don't know, just, they could have done so much better. They really could have. Really could have. But anyway, so a couple other things besides the Hot Toys figures and the Sideshow figure. Just eagerly awaiting my pre-order for Ronin Wolverine and for first appearance Doctor Strange from Mezco Toys. And they were supposed to be sending them out or processing them last week. What a shock, they're not. Now, I find it really bizarre that they already mailed out the Iron Man fall exclusive figure before the LA Comic-Con even started. They mailed them out. That was kind of strange, because I'm waiting on my regular Iron Man figure. I want to see that regular figure come through. And now I found somebody who's willing to trade my Ronin Wolverine for the Iron Man. But this stuff's starting to get out of hand. And I think, there's so many fall exclusives. And Mezco comes out with the fall exclusives before their standard releases of any of the other figures. So while everybody's got their pre-orders, I'm still, we've seen, we've seen Ronin Wolverine, first appearance Doctor Strange, variant Iron Man, and we haven't even seen regular Iron Man, Thor from Thor Ragnarok, Hulk from Hulk Ragnarok. We haven't seen Spider-Man Homecoming, which in my opinion is just long gone already. I mean, it's 2 years after the movie, so it's really it's disappointing, because they should be trying to plan that for maybe within a year of the release of the film. But it's too much time has passed for that to be a relevant addition to the line, and in Tactical Suit Batman. So we're waiting on Thor, we're waiting on Hulk, we're waiting on Homecoming Spidey, we're waiting on Iron Man, we're waiting on Tactical Suit Batman. All of these figures are supposed to have been released, and what's going to happen is all this shit, excuse my language, is going to hit in the end of November, when everybody's trying to buy Christmas presents for people, and everybody is we're all going to get hit all at the same time. We'll have multiple figures being charged within 2 or 3 weeks of each other, which is really annoying. I really wish that they would kind of shape up and limit the release of the figures to, 12 for the year. If you want to do exclusives, do exclusives. If you want to do your fall things, do your fall things. If you want to do your San Diego Comic-Con figures, do your San Diego Comic-Con figures. That's all well and good. We saw the Batman Beyond and Spec Ops Punisher, but that's the thing too. For San Diego, we had Spec Ops Punisher and we had Batman Beyond, and then you have for New York Comic-Con Ronin Wolverine and first appearance Doctor Strange, and then you have Invincible Iron Man, and so you have 5 figures released just for shows, and every other figure release that you have is late. So now, don't get me wrong, I love the line, and they're fantastic figures. I think, in my opinion, they're starting to decline in quality a little bit. We're starting to see a little bit more breakage on certain figures, like Spider-Man with the ankles, and I had my Wonder Woman was all messed up when I got her, and it was such a crappy ass figure that I sent it back and I didn't get another one. Aquaman is a weak release because it just doesn't come with anything, and I can see that they probably are not even bothering with the Flash. They didn't make a Cyborg, which is disappointing. I think that's even more disappointing, is that they didn't make a Cyborg figure. Really, he's one of the main Justice League characters, and you can't make a Cyborg, but you're going to make all the other white characters. That's messed up. It doesn't make sense to me why they would do that. So, sorry for the light change, but it's cloudy. So then, you look at your figures and it's like, okay, all these figures that were supposed to be released in the summertime, you had July and August, and you had September, October, and you had August, September. We were supposed to see all these figures already, and now they're all going to hit at the same time. We have now, they released Catwoman, and they released Michael Myers, which is nice. That looks like a great figure. I'm not into the horror stuff, me personally, so I'm not going to bother with those. However, for any of you that are interested and do love the horror genre, you're going to love those figures. Michael Myers is a beautiful piece. If you guys haven't seen the Freddy Krueger and Jason figure pictures, Freddy Krueger looks incredible. Really nice job. I like the Evil Dead. I'm kind of an Evil Dead fan, but not big enough to actually buy the figure. I liked Bruce Campbell a lot, but I don't really have any interest in collecting that. So that's just me. But you're gonna love that figure too. That looks really good. So that's I think they released that. But that was something that they released on time, and I understand they were probably trying to release it in time for Halloween and everything, but excuse me, it's just getting very frustrating. I'm getting a little sick of the release delays, because you try to get other things that you enjoy collecting too, and then you're kind of expecting a certain pre-order for other companies to land at a certain time, and then all of a sudden you get hit with a bunch of Mezcos all at once. So Iron Man's $90, and then Hulk's $125, and then you got the 2 exclusive figures at $85 each, and then you got Tactical Batman at $85, and you got you know, who else was it? Who am I missing? You know, Thor is normal, but still, I mean, the price tag adds up when, you know, your bill just, you know, goes up and up and up. Because they're, you know, like I talked to Mezco customer service to inquire about some of the release times. Seems like everything's coming in November. So what you're going to see is you're going to see Homecoming, Iron Man, Thor, and probably Hulk all coming and dropping in November. So right there, that's like, I mean, that's a lot of money to be dropping all at once. I would rather Mezco get their release date straight. And then that way, it, you know, spreads it out a little bit. You know, a lot of these figures, I mean, you know, I wouldn't mind one a month. You know, I could do $80 a month for a figure. You know, that I could swing that, no problem. You know, and some people can't, but thankfully, you know, it's not outrageous enough that it's like, wow, I can't do this anymore. But drop 4 or 5 figures in 1 month, yeah, okay, that's much. That's too much. I can't do that. You know, I have to. Not that I can't do that. I don't want to do that. It's not right. You know, I think they really have to work on their release schedules, because to put a figure out on a pre-order, they really need to get it straight. It's really not fair to put something out with an expected release date and then hit all kinds of delays. Now, I don't know what those delays are. There are all kinds of delays that, you know, a lot of times you really can't predict what's going to happen with figure shipping and quality, but they do need to streamline the process. When I was in the business, you know, the company that I worked for would have samples requested from overseas. So we would get those samples in, but literally we would design the product. We would send them over for sample production. And then we would get a prototype sent back to us within 3 to 4 weeks. And then we would review it. We'd give our changes. We'd send it back to them within a week or so. And then 2 to 3 weeks, we'd get the changes. And then we'd approve it. And then they'd give us a production schedule. And we'd be on them to hit that production schedule. Because also we wouldn't have a very specific timeline that we have to adhere to, just for business purposes and for the sake of reselling the products that we're ordering. So it's really not right to stretch it like that. You know, they really need to do a better job on their release dates, because I can't see some of the other figures that were supposed to be released coming this year. Ghostbusters, I can't see that coming this year. You know, Darkseid, can't see that coming this year. I don't know how they think that they can drop a $300 set and a $180 figure at the same time that they're going to be supposedly dropping 5 other $85 to $90 figures, plus the Hulk at $125. So anyway, I got to jump off. But thank you for watching this little rant from Collector Cave. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like it, share it, comment, subscribe. I will talk to you guys soon. Take care.